guys, welcome back to the Birds Party channel. Today I'm sharing with you my Sugar Plum Tablescape for Christmas 2019. It's a super glam, super chic tablescape with a modern touch in the hues of pink, plums and golds to match my studio decor this year, and I hope you're gonna like the ideas. There are 4 easy, amazing DIYs to help you style this table and make it look so beautiful and so festive for your Christmas celebrations. And the first DIY that we're going to make are these gorgeous glitter Christmas trees. They're gonna look so stunning as a table centerpiece, but of course you can use them throughout your home to decorate your mantles or anywhere else you like, and they're super easy to make. We're going to use some polystyrene cones and we're going to paint them with some acrylic paint. Of course you can use whatever paint color you desire that's going to match your decor. I'm going to use plums and pinks, and also I'm going to use some fine gold glitter dusting on top of the trees, but you can use, once again, whatever color glitter you can match with the same color paints that you're going to use, or you can do contrasting color glitter like I'm going to use. And I'll be putting the link down in the description box so you can see where I got all my supplies. And the first thing that we're going to do, of course, is to paint our polystyrene cones. So here I'm using my foam brush and my acrylic paint. And do be generous with the paint, you guys. You want to make sure that none of the white is showing through and all those little holes in the polystyrene are covered with paint and they're filled in. So paint one coat, let it dry, and if needed, you do another coat until you can see no more white peeping through. So like I said, once your first coat of paint is dry, you go in with the second coat, making sure that you fill in all the little holes and that you don't have any streaks on your polystyrene cones. And just repeat that for all the cones that you have. I use 3 cones because I think styling anything in odd numbers looks more appealing to the eye, but feel free to use the number of cones or even vary the heights of the cones to add more interest to your table, to your mantelpiece, or whatever surface you're decorating with these gorgeous glitter Christmas trees. Now after you do your second coat, and while the paint is still wet, just sprinkle on the glitter on top of the tree. Start at the top so that you have most of the glitter on the peak of the tree, of the cone if you like, and just let it cascade down the tree as if it was snowing glitter. I think it's a super cute effect and makes the trees look really high-end and super stylish. Then simply let the Christmas trees dry overnight before you use them to decorate, and you can use a little bit of hairspray to seal in all the glitter. And the next really easy DIY that I made for this tablescape are these gorgeous no-sew napkins. I found this beautiful fabric speckled with gold in my local craft store and some burgundy and gold fabric as well, so I decided to combine both to create some bespoke napkins to decorate my table. And I used them in between the salad plate and the dinner plate, as you can see here, and it adds a little bit of color, a little bit of pattern, and it helps to tie in my tablescape color scheme together. I think it looks so gorgeous and so chic. As I said, I found this gorgeous speckled fabric in my local craft store, but feel free to use whatever pattern and whatever colors are going to suit your Christmas decor. And I also found this burgundy or plum colored fabric, which I thought would be really nice to add a little trim to the edge of the napkins, like about an inch at the border of the napkins, just to make everything look nice and contrasting and match my table scheme color palette. And to add this trim to my fabric or to my napkins, I'm not going to use a sewing machine, so I'm going to use bonding tape, which is so easy and so practical. And I just used my ruler to measure a little strip of the burgundy fabric. Then I'm just going to cut that and attach it to the other fabric, and you'll see in a minute how I'm going to do that. So to attach the two pieces of fabric together, like I said, I'm going to use this bonding tape that you can find in most haberdashery stores, or you can find in craft stores as well. I'll leave the link to something similar that you can buy online. And then basically all you're going to do is you're going to measure how much tape you're going to need, cut your piece off, and then just layer the fabrics together. This is so simple, so easy. If you can't sew, or if you haven't got a sewing machine at home, or if you're pressed for time, you can't be bothered getting your sewing machine out like I am, and you're just going to iron the two pieces together. And because my fabric is quite glossy and has some golden details, I didn't want anything getting stuck to my iron, so I added a piece of parchment paper on top and just ironed both fabrics together until they're fused. It's so easy and so simple, anyone can do it. And once you remove the parchment paper, you can see the two pieces of fabric are fused together and stuck together beautifully. And of course, to stop the edges of your fabric fraying, you're just going to add a little hem, and you can use the same technique once again. Use the tape, fold the edges over, and just iron everything in place so that it's nice and secure. And there you have it, a beautiful bespoke napkins to complete our sugar plum tablescape. I think it looks so gorgeous, and this is an idea that you can do for any tablescape, for any event or any color scheme. And the next DIY project that I made was super simple, super easy. These DIY candle holders, and basically all I did was to use some leftover fabrics, leftover ribbon and sequin ribbons that I had at home from previous projects to jazz up and to decorate simple tall glasses that I had at home. It's best for this project that you use glasses that are straight so that it's easier to work with, but basically you can use anything that you have at home, tumblers, glasses, or anything that's transparent. As you can see here, I used this gorgeous piece of glitter fabric which I had at home already, and you can choose to cover the entirety of the container that you're going to use as a candle holder, or you can just add a little bit to the bottom or the top. It's up to you, whatever suits you, whatever floats your boat, and whatever matches your decor. Feel free to let your imagination take hold and just use whatever you have at home, and that way you don't have to spend any money on expensive votive holders or candle holders. You can just use pieces of fabric, scraps of ribbon that you have at home, and make something really pretty and really bespoke to your own tablescape color scheme and to your party theme. And for this particular candle holder, all I did was to use some sequin ribbon which I had at home, and then I hot glued it around and around the bottom of my candle holder. You can go all the way to the top, it's up to you. You can do a little strip in the middle, and then all you have to do is add a little candle, and voila, you have a really pretty custom candle holder that was really inexpensive to make. And like I said, you can use whatever fabrics you have at home, pieces of ribbon, scraps of ribbon, just to match your tablescape beautifully. And you can see you just need a little bit of hot glue to attach everything to the glass. And it's also really easy to remove afterwards, so you can reuse the glass for another event and change up the color and the textures of the ribbon and the fabric as well. And the last DIY that I created for my sugar plum tablescape this year are these DIY no-sew Christmas stockings. These are probably my favorite of all the 4 DIYs that I've created for this tablescape, because let's face it, they just look so gorgeous and so adorable, and they are so unique as well. I used them to decorate each place setting on my sugar plum Christmas tablescape. As you can see, looks so adorable, and you can fill them with candy, with trinkets and little presents for your guests to discover when they sit down for the meal. And it creates so much excitement, especially with the kids as well. My daughter loved it so much, she thought I had purchased them because she said, "Mom, these look so perfect, I can't believe you've made them." So there you have it. It has my daughter's seal of approval, so it's a good one. And the thing is, this can double as a party favor as well, so your guests can take them home and hang them on the tree for years to come and remember that special Christmas and the special little gift that you've made them. And to create our stockings, the first thing I'm going to need is some pretty fabric, and I've chosen this iridescent fabric, which is also very important because it's a type of fabric that does not fray. As you can see, you can cut the edges and you don't have any problems fraying, so it's perfect for this project. But if you can't find the exact same fabric, you can use leather, you can use felt, or any other type of fabric that will match your decor, that doesn't fray, for this particular technique that I'm using today, because it's a no-sew project once again, so I'll be using hot glue. And if you have a fabric that frays, you won't get a nice finish at the end, or you're gonna have to turn these stockings inside out so you don't see the hot glued edges and the frayed edges. So for the technique that I'm using today, try and reach out for a fabric that doesn't need hemming and it doesn't fray easily. So all you're going to do is to trace your template like I've done, and I'll leave the free template that I created for this project down in the description box for you, so you can download it for free. And you're going to cut 2 pieces of stocking, obviously mirror image, so when we stick them together you have the pretty side facing out. So you just turn your template around, trace it and cut it out so you have the 2 parts. And all that you have to do afterwards is just use a little bit of hot glue to stick the 2 pieces together to create your stocking. It's super easy, super simple, and maybe it's a project that you can even do with the kids. Obviously you need adult supervision because you have hot glue, but it's really easy, as you can see, and really quick as well to make, so the kiddos can definitely help. And if you're not creating a tablescape little gift like these mini stockings, like I said, they double as Christmas tree ornaments, so you can make these to decorate your Christmas trees or to use for little hampers. You know, your imagination is the only limit. And to decorate our gorgeous little stockings, I'm going to use some of this pink faux fur fabric to add to the top of the stockings to add a little luxurious feel. And to cut any type of faux fur, my recommendation is to use a small precision pair of scissors like I'm using here. It's the same kind of technique that I used to cut the beads for my Christmas gnome project, and I'll leave the link in the iCard so you can see that as well. But basically you just turn your fabric around and cut the backing only without cutting the fur. That's the best way that I've found to minimize any fallout of the hair or the fur, if you like. You do get a little bit of fallout, which is normal, but you don't get a lot of shedding and most of the fur stays intact. So once you've cut your rectangular piece of faux fur, all you're going to do is to hot glue that to the top of the stockings that you made earlier. It's super easy, super quick as well, and all you need is the template, which once again I will leave down in the description box for you, for the faux fur part of the stocking and also for the stocking itself. So all you have to do is click on that link and download the template, print it out and use it to make this project. And in order to turn our little cute Christmas stockings into Christmas tree ornaments or little party favors that you guests can take home and use as keepsakes from your party, we're just going to add a little piece of string to each of the stockings. So use a little bit of string, cut it out and just hot glue it inside the stocking so they become little hanging ornaments. And to finish off our pretty little stockings, all we're going to do is to hot glue a couple little pom-poms to match the color scheme that we're going for here. But once again, feel free to use whatever embellishments and color fabric that you want and that's going to suit your tablescape or your Christmas decor. And once they're ready, you can fill them with candy canes, little sweets, trinkets, mini chocolates, or anything else you like for your guests to discover. And there you have it, you guys, our Sugar Plum Christmas tablescape for 2019. I love this color scheme. I think it looks so chic and so beautiful, and I especially love all the 4 easy DIYs that we made to make this table come together. I hope you've enjoyed the ideas and feel inspired to recreate some of them for your own Christmas tablescape this year. And if you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and click the bell button to be notified each time I upload a new video. And I just wanted to thank you guys so much for your comments, your likes, and for sharing our videos on social media as well. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas and a fabulous New Year. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.